Ralphie the cat is over it. He's over it in a box, he's over it with a fox, he's over it in a teacup, he's over it in space, way, way up, over the earth. He's been that way since birth. This painting is an homage to Ralphie. He's otherwise known as Lord Fauntleroy or even Ralphie the Grey. It doesn't matter if he's inside or out, on Earth or in space, Ralphie will give you the same grimness. He's a sweet cat, but he's particular about things. Don't pet him too much or he will claw you. Don't ever dare to try to pet his belly. And if he's laying on the bed, do not feel around in the dark to make sure you don't squish him. He will eat your hand. However, if you steer clear from the danger zone, he will regale you with purrs and happy meows. He'll happily trot over to say hello. You're a friend for life if you give him party mix dry snacks. The idea for this painting came from my cat sitting in a box one afternoon. I imagined how over it he was if he was sitting in a gigantic teacup. The wheels started spinning, and as I thought about it, I shared the idea with my husband. I giggled at the idea of Ralphie sitting in a teacup, and my husband John added, well, if he's in a teacup, you may as well have him in outer space because, you know, we're already being absurd. The first thing I wanted to do was sketch out this idea and what I had envisioned. From there, I used charcoal to block in the image on canvas and started painting. I knew I wanted a purple band of color in the background to sort of represent the Milky Way. You know, like when you see it in the night sky, I just love that. Over the next little while, I started working with the gray color values for Ralphie. Since he was the smaller object on canvas, I learned pretty quickly that it was possible to go into too much detail if I wanted to stay in this stylized sort of way of how I do my art. So in the next phase, I was looking at how the grays were interplaying with each other and getting an idea of what I wanted to do there. I continued to work with lights and shadows, exploring what that would look like in a stylized image of my cat. I decided to leave the image of Ralphie for the moment while I thought about how the gray colors were working together. So from there, I painted in the teacup, and I figured a rose-colored teacup would be a nice contrast to his green eyes because they're complementary colors. I also made it a point to repeat colors throughout the painting because, you know, if you're thinking about line, shape, space, color value, texture, those sorts of things, the same green for Ralphie's eyes would be the land on the earth, and then the darker blue from the background would also be in the earth, and that would be the water. I also decided finally that less detail was better when it came to the color values of Ralphie here. Continuing this color repetition, I made the stars have the same shadows and same colors used for the teacup, the purple of the Milky Way and the green of Ralphie's eyes, so you can see them in the different stars here. And the next to the last phase of this piece was all about fine-tuning the colors and working on the lines of the teacup, the lines of the stars, the borders of the Milky Way, and making stronger edges on Ralphie's coat here. In the final phase, I tied together travel streaks from the teacup and Ralphie's whiskers. And to have a little more fun, I got silver acrylic paint, mixed it with a bit of white to make it more opaque, and I painted the stars. I love how they subtly shimmer, but don't detract from the overall painting. The title of this piece is Over It, and it's 16 by 20. The price is $5.40 and includes shipping and tax. And if you watched this video so far, thank you. Leave a comment or press the follow button if you're on YouTube, or schedule a video call with me to purchase this painting on artfunky.com.